All right, so welcome to a new era of Pink Cafe, a new casa, a new home, a new everything. I feel like we're in the future now. We dreamed about this moment, we dreamed and we put action to our plans, and now we're here.
We're here. I feel so excited because this is exactly what we were thinking, and now we're living the dream that we sketched in a paper, and now we're here.
We're in the PowerPoint.
Yeah, we're in the PowerPoint. Hello, everybody. I am Natalia.
And I'm Carolina.
And welcome to Pink Cafe Unfiltered. Another show, Sin Filtros. Are you ready for this one?
I'm super ready.
I am
super ready
excited.
because you know what? I'm very zen today. I'm very centered. I did my morning prayer. Le puse este día a Dios. I said, God, you're here.
And journaling.
I did my journaling and everything. So we're ready for today. And I'm very excited about who we're going to be chatting with today.
Yeah. Are you ready?
Excited?
I'm ready. I'm excited. I'm like,
well, I'm so excited to introduce our guest today. She is a spiritual alchemist. She's a soul healer. She's a friend of the house, a friend of Pink Cafe. And we're very honored to have her here. Her name is Cindy Canek. Welcome maravillosa to the Pink Cafe Unfiltered podcast.
Gracias por la invitación. Qué hermosa su nueva casa.
thank
y me encanta que es unfiltered.
Unfiltered. So everything goes.
I love it.
It's like unfiltered, uncensored, unseen, unfire.
Unscripted.
Unscripted.
Everything that we are.
Exactly,
yes,
right?
We are.
Yes.
Cindy, you are amazing. You are a personal friend of mine. I know Carolina too. And, you know, one of the things that I love the most about you is that when we talk, it's not about networking. It's not about, like, what do you do? And, you know, your accomplishments, that's all great. But one thing that I learned so much about you is about healing and the different ways that you manage that, and that's what you do too. And I just wanted our community to get to know you more in that sense. And like, you are a soul healer. How beautiful is that? Can you expand on that first?
Yes. So as you guys said, I feel like part of my mission in this lifetime is to help people ascend, to help them be themselves. Descargar las carencias de ancestrales, to really heal the family lineage and break free from a lot of like those patterns that we bring through the womb, through our family, and also through this lifetime. So when it comes to the work that I do, I feel like it really is so customized to that soul, because every soul is a very different imprint, like a fingerprint. And we literally, and I know it sounds loco, esa idea, pero we truly do, when we're in that beautiful like space of nowhereness, like with God, when we choose our bodies, we choose our family, we choose our sisters, we choose our parents to learn how to, like, our mission is literally like, God's like, okay, I'm gonna put you de prueba to see if you've learned, because I believe in many lifetimes. Like, are you going to break free finally? Are you going to keep on doing those lecciones?
Y todo eso.
Yeah, so I specialize in trauma recovery, and trauma recovery not just from like what happens here, but literally patrones desde antes.
Generational.
Yeah, so that's the gist of it.
Wow, that's something that we don't even think about. I feel as, you know, women, we, or anybody, we're just so focused on what's happening now, which is great. We live in the present and we live in what's happening now, but then we come across roadblocks, we come across challenges, and we're like, what is happening now? And sometimes we don't even realize that it's something that comes from our past, from generations back, you know? And it's like, what is that moment that you realize, oh my God, this is not just right here. I need to dig deeper.
Yes, it's not mine. No es mío. One of my favorite affirmations, when I start to tap in, and there's a lot of us have anxiety, right? And just tapping in, and you're like, your soul is always going to scream so loud for it to be healed. Yeah. And it's like, no es mío. Some of these things are not mine. Some of it we pick up from just talking to the lady of Starbucks.
Right, but how can we share with the Latino community who's, you know, watching us, and also because we went through it. We had to recognize and understand, oh, we have generational trauma. What is that? Is that from our parents or from our parents' parents? And then our grandmother, and then they read, for example, for me, La Carta Astral, no sé cómo se dice en inglés, La Carta Astral, y like, empezaron a decirme como que es que tú tienes cosas de tu abuela, de tu bisabuela, de tu madre, y después vienes tú y no sé qué. Entonces como que tengo un montón de cosas. Pero ¿qué pasa? En el Latino community, como que siento que es más difícil como que break into that because we are not open to talk about that with our parents, for example. We kind of had to train our parents and go deeper and like, okay, padres, el mundo cambió, no es lo de hace tiempo, es lo de ahora. This is our way that we're doing things. And it was hard for them, but thank God our parents are really open and they understood.
Yes.
But we have a lot of friends that are like, my dad, I don't even give him a kiss in the cheek, or you know, he's not like this or like that. Like, they're not even open to talk. So, como dijo Caro, when you are confronted into a relationship, a job, and all these things, all the shyness and all these blocks come into, you know, into play. And then you're like, but why is this happening to me? You don't do the work and you don't know at the moment. Oh, it's because all this generational thing that I'm carrying, I'm bringing it into the workplace, in my friends and relationships. So that's
How do you define that, Cindy? I was very curious, and I was like, one thing I really want to make sure that I ask Cindy is when is that defining moment? Maybe, you know, it can be seeking help with someone like you or finding it within. What would you say is that first step that one person can take?
So I feel like everyone has a defining moment. I think if everyone that's listening today can probably we have many awakenings, many moments of transmutation and leveling up and breaking the glass ceilings, many in a lifetime. It's really up to us how much do we want to feel free and detached from everything. Detachment's not a bad thing. So when you say, what's the defining moment? Wow, I can give you guys miles de ejemplos, because I feel like it can start off with, I feel like crap. No me siento bien, no sé. It's like, and it usually starts, you need to be uncomfortable. Really uncomfortable, like to the point where your body feels like, I don't want to be in my skin.
Wow.
Literal, I don't want to be in my skin because that skin no longer serves you.
Wow.
And you're about to shift into the new, like literally your DNA is shifting.
And it's scary.
Yes.
It's a scary change. It's like, okay, I'm used to this comfort zone. What am I going to do in this new...
It's like you almost physically, you feel it.
Yes.
You feel it.
Yeah.
And I feel like sometimes I call it, it's like, you know, God is calling you to move. It's like giving you that, you know, palmadita, like it's time to say what you said, you know, what you said before that you wanted to do, or that's not the relationship that you should be in, or that's not the job that you should go for, or do you even go for a job? Yes. Go for, you know, being a leader, an entrepreneur, you know? Yep. So I feel like that is what is that divine force that kind of moves you.
Siempre. I'm a true believer, whatever religion you believe, but there's something way bigger than us guiding us, that's connected, our soul, our essence. This vessel is just a vessel, but we have this beautiful thing inside, I believe, almost like, I see it almost like when the Little Mermaid got her voice back, that como una luz that we have that's kind of connected to the universe. And esa luz se apaga, literal, el filtro se ensucia, right? Because of the trauma, and it's like, it's warped, but then that light wants to come out. So esa luz es la que siempre nos va a dar esos momentos where like you have to leave that relationship or reaching rock bottom, and we always have two choices. And people don't understand this, and I think this is something that I tell people, you can heal in consciousness or you can heal unconscious. Like te va a arrastrar o te vas. Wow. Like two ways. And the unconscious is usually drug addiction, alcoholism, promiscuous sex, like literally porque estamos incómodas, right? So we feel incómodos and we feel like we need to like soothe that. So we start to go party, we start to go do drugs, like feel we're craving connection.
Yeah.
Wow.
But the connection is not with people and it's not with environments, is with ourselves. It's because we're literally so severely disconnected with esa luz que nos dice, can you take care of me? Can you like cry? Can you go run? Can you go talk to your best friend? Can you seek therapy? And esa luz is just like, and you're like, no, I'm just gonna go get in another relationship. He's gonna fix me.
Exacto, lo que también estábamos hablando. Me encanta eso porque yo, de la forma que yo lo he trabajado en el pasado, es más como que yo siempre voy a la niña. La niña interior, tu niña de cuando tú eras niña y qué pasó con ella, los sueños de esa niña. Pero ahora viéndolo como de esta forma, with the light, like that all comes down to purpose.
I feel like once you tap in, it's like a boom, like that's it. It's like you get connected. You're never going to get disconnected. You might get a little bit como out of alignment, but once you healing that first level of disassociation is the first key. Ya cuando te conectas, that's boom, that's beautiful. Yes, you're going to keep on going because, you know, I've been doing this now like for like a living 5 years. But I've always was gifted since I was little. And I remember having many of those moments of like having these out-of-body experience, like, oh my God, like you shouldn't be doing that. And I was changed my life.
Wow.
Yeah. Almost like you were in touch with los astros y las estrellas. That's a topic that I really do not understand. And I like,
astrology.
Astrology.
I like it, but I just kind of like always have gone to like, okay, mi signo es Libra. Like, what does el horóscopo de Walter Mercado me dice para hoy? They have asked me, like, what is your rising sign and all of these things, you know? And we kind of go about our days without knowing, but that's very important to know. So I'm being super transparent. It's like, it's una tareita que yo quiero aprender muchísimo más de eso porque siento que me afecta hasta cuando dicen Mercurio reggaetón. Mercurio reggaetón.
Mercurio está reggaetón.
Mercurio está reggaetón, entonces no puedo hacer esto, no hagas esto. Entonces I'm like so curious about it.
Yes.
Pero yeah, how do I go more deep into that?
Sí, a veces como que nos sale el horóscopo, hoy te salió esto en el horóscopo y como que es exacto lo que te está pasando. Why is that?
So a little bit of astrology. I'm not a professional astrologer, pero sé mucho. You know, so I'm more in tune to energy. Like I'm an energy reader. I can feel energy. I can feel when things are going to shift in the world. I feel it. It's just, no sé cómo entenderlo. Like I'm proficient in energy. When it comes to the astrology and the chart, it's really important. So the way I see astrology, it's a component of our DNA. So they dicen por ahí que our DNA is not just like our genetics, like our parents. There's a lot of the DNA strands that they don't know, like what it belongs to. There's mysteries in the DNA strand.
Okay.
So in me, how I feel and what I felt and what my guides have told me, this is something recently. I know it sounds crazy. I do channel. I have this connection con una, no sé quién es el que me está guiando, but I know it's somebody. Y recientemente me dijeron a mí, Cindy, porque estoy haciendo, I'm doing my rebranding. And as I'm doing my rebranding, I'm getting so much information. And one of the information is, Cindy, you are a DNA purifier. You help people heal their DNA. It's like the healings that you're doing is not just like de aquí para afuera. No, it's you're helping people heal at a cellular level. So when it comes to the astrology, I feel like there's a lot of cosmic DNA that we have.
Wow.
And not just our parents. So imagínate, vamos cargando the human DNA from our parents and our grandmother and like the people that have walked this earth.
Claro.
Aparte tenemos nuestro DNA de las vidas pasadas and the DNA from the cosmos, from the universe itself. So that's why they say we are the universe. And to me, I always tell people, the whole thing about it's cool to be informed, take the information, what feels good, and it's meant to help you. Hay gente que sí se vuelve adicta a la astrología, al tarot, and to me, then it's defeating the purpose of purifying your DNA. Because the DNA purification is supposed to tap you into la verdad, your truth. Because mi verdad no es la misma verdad que tuya. Exactly. Everyone has their own truth. So to me, the more that we get cleared on who we are, it doesn't fucking matter. Like what people tell you, your truth is your truth. Exactly. Because it's your filters, it's your DNA. Those are your lessons. That's where you're going. You know, I can tell you, do this, do this, do this. That's why even when I do coaching, it's very unique. I don't like telling people what to do. I like activating them because once they're activated, clarity.
They'll find out and they'll figure it out. That's nice. That's cool.
One thing that I love now, and I don't know if it's been after the pandemic or in the let's say last decade, a lot of people are searching more for that. I feel like before we used to just live in automático, just like live your life, have your job, and try to be your version of successful, right? But now it's like success to me looks different, like you were saying. Everyone is different, so my success is gonna look different. It's aligned different. En los astros y las estrellas, y Dios nos puso en una misión. Like we all have a separate mission, a separate why, right? But there's a reason why, people are looking inwards now.
Yes.
maybe it has been happening, but now it's like in our faces, because now I love even seeing on my Instagram feed, like, someone speaking about astrology, someone sharing their, they had a spiritual awakening, someone sharing they went on an ayahuasca trip, or all of these different topics. It's like, okay, people are going deeper, getting unfiltered, thank you, into themselves, or like what is behind what I'm just living now.
Yes,
right?
It's powerful. Right now, this is some crazy information, but I really do believe, like, I've been channeling since 2020. That was the first real, like,
what
door
does
opening.
that mean, channeling?
Channeling?
Yeah.
Is
In the subject
of spirituality, for me, channeling is te conectas to a higher, like, frequency, and you literally get information, like a download, like, te dicen información. Like, it sounds crazy, but it's
like a medium.
Yes, I'm a medium.
Uh-huh.
Pero the channeling I get is, I don't understand where it comes from, but there's channelings from 2020, and you can see my face change when I start to channel. And I said it, like, el mundo se va a acabar, no físico. And I said, everyone needs to get ready, because va a haber dos frecuencias. La frecuencia de miedo y la frecuencia del amor. Y la gente que tiene mucho miedo, que carga mucho dolor, que no perdona,
que no buscan la sanación,
se queda en ese mundo. No es físico, es un mundo energético. And how many of us do we know, family members, que ves que viven toda una vida en ese mundo?
Sí.
So, ese es el mundo que estamos entrando a ese mundo.
Are you thinking what I'm thinking? Sorry, we had a really we know exactly a person, a couple,
a few
of what you're talking about.
Y es tan evidente, porque cuando nosotros vamos sanando, vamos viendo con otro filtro. Entonces,
claro.
the healed version of ourselves, because we're always going to keep on healing, we're going to see it and we're just going to have so much compassion. And at the same time, because our frequency rises and we shift as a human being, Diosito va separando a esa gente de nosotros. No por no quererlas, but it's because energetically we even enable people by being around them, because that's their comfort zone. But when you start to shift and you start to leave people, not like, no me importas, no, they need to leave energetically so they can feel uncomfortable to start to do the healing.
Wow.
De lejos.
Pero ellos tienen que querer y tienen que buscarlo. Porque es que esa es la otra cosa. Justamente lo hablábamos también, como que hay mucha gente que simplemente no quiere o le da pereza o, eso es como para las... Una vez alguien me dijo, es que eso del healing y terapia es como para las mujeres. Y yo como que, no, también puede ser para los hombres y para todo el mundo necesita un poquito de ayuda, un little push y why not?
Para todos.
Para todos.
Todos humanos. Hombres, viejitos, jóvenes... I have even children. My youngest client is a 2-year-old.
Wow. A 2-year-old? Mm-hmm.
Yeah, he was diagnosed with a very rare form of something with the spine. And when they got the diagnosis, I've been working with his sister, la tía y la mamá. And I don't do healings like I do on little kids, así como no, I do them differently. I play with them, I touch them. And it's mostly of reprogramming the parent. Porque the minute I told him, he's going to be fine. Dije, tu único trabajo es no te comes, don't eat that pill of that diagnosis. Put it here. Yes. And I said, you speak high vibration into him. You're smart, you're walking amazing, you're strong legs. Girl, le dieron, literally, that was, he was 2. He's literally in school. He's speaking. He's doing amazing. Of course, there's because it's a... va degenerando, pero he's doing great. Because la mamá no se tomó esa pill.
Eso. That is such an important thing that you touched right there, because that pill of, they're so quick nowadays, and I can speak very freely about this because I live it at home. I have my fiance is a psychologist, so we talk about this all the time. And he even sees it at, at work and everything. And nothing against therapy or therapists. They're very quick to diagnose with depression, with ADHD, or you have this disorder, and as soon as you tell a person, take this pill and this is your, diagnose, I feel like that immediately shifts or dictates how you're gonna live your life without even exploring a little bit more. What is there? Why am I depressed? Why is my child all of a sudden, a little bit inquieto, or like they're running around, or it's a child. But anyway, like this goes deeper into that subject. So I feel like that's one of the reasons why people are digging deeper into, a coach, our spiritual healer, a trip that would, a spiritual retreat and things like that, because I feel like they're very quick to diagnose anything nowadays.
I feel like the world is shifting, where I tell everyone, así como nos vamos a limpiar los dientes, así como vamos a do our, OBGYN, like that's physical. Estamos entrando en the era of frequency and vibration. What does that mean? Aside from healing our physical body, I feel like everyone, mark my words, 2 to 10 years, everyone's gonna need a soul doctor, a frequency healer. Wow. Everyone. Yeah. Porque we pick up energy all the time. And how are we releasing that? Imagínate, si tienes trauma de años, que you've already kind of went to therapy and you're okay with it, energetically, eso está en las células todavía. So we have to clear that, and then it's like a fresh start, right? Pero we have to keep on doing the work, because you can't, te cargas una pelea con tu boss, like that's energy back and forth. So I feel like we're moving in the time frame of energy and frequency. Thoughts are everything. The way we feel are everything. Everything I tell people, and I give this homework to my clients, like, do me a favor. Una semana, just be like a detective. Like, no seas tóxica. No detective work with your boyfriend. Be a detective with yourself. I'm like, just catch yourself thinking. Every day, just kind of like, oh, why am I thinking that? Oh, I'm thinking this. Oh, que no puedo. Que no voy a encontrar un apartamento. Oh, I'm never going to find my space. Being where negative. Is your head at? Mm-hmm. That is, it's like you're putting toxins in your vibration, in your cells. So to me, frequency work, like that's going to be the new era. Like how you feel, what you think, what you're consuming on all levels is your medicine.
Mm-hmm. Right now, I think that all the coaches that are spiritual healers, soul healers, like they're blowing up, but they were always there. People are just getting, finally, including myself, the awareness of like, oh my God, these people can really help me. And right now, personally, I have 2 or 3 coaches for different things, and I feel like it's been the best couple of years of my life, because I have guidance, and if I have doubts, who else do I ask? Yes, I can ask God, I can ask Carolina or my mom or whatever, but a professional that can tell you also with love, and it's not just about, just go have a drink or whatever, you know? I think that that's important. But again, you have to want to do the work. Yeah,
it's a little uncomfortable.
Yeah,
it is. We all deserve a team that loves us and wants us to evolve.
Exactly.
We can't do it alone. That's una cosa que yo aprendí como mujer. And I'm like rolling my eyes because yo soy stubborn and I want to do soy esa mujer fuerte and keep on going. We cannot do it alone.
We cannot do it alone.
We need a team.
Oh my God.
Do you hear that? Did I hear that?
Yes.
Definitely. You're speaking to our soul right now, because we tend to be like that, very like do it yourself, dale rápido, like I said, and me especially. Natalie takes her time, she's more like aware, like you said. Yeah. I'm more like finding solutions, just like living a little bit like maybe too fast, too furious. But I have to take that, slow down. But how do I do that? Like, how do I know I have like my morning routines and I, journal, and I try to let out. I've always loved writing in paper, like kind of like doing that download in the morning, but I've lost it a little bit. I've lost that, after just getting busy with life and baby and everything. How do I get that back? How do we get that back? Like finding receiving? That moment for you again.
Oh, okay. That one. Okay. It's a little different when you're a mother. Your baby's little. And I want to say it's different because we have to pivot into what is our new normal for a minute, right? Because it's not forever.
It's our new normal. That's true.
It's our new normal. And sometimes it takes us to me. So I have 3 kids. They're all ya están hombres. And for me, my thing was running. Back in the day, I was a long distance runner. So for me, it was like, I would fight, me despertaba, back day, baby daddy would go into work at 7. I was like, vas a ver. I'm like, I'm going to do it. I would wake up at 5 in the morning. Y me iba a correr mi hora. And so to me, it's like making myself, and it was to the point that Diosito me estaba arrastrando. I already had my first mental breakdown, severe depression, like bad. So to me, it was like, I had to do it. Like, it's like drinking water. It's like breathing. So I started to it was easy. And it was like, we have to push ourselves. There's a muscle that we have to break sometimes.
Yeah.
It's very freaking uncomfortable. So like when it comes to you, I feel like you should ask yourself, what's the stuff that makes you feel happy, calm? And it doesn't have to be crazy. It could just be something, you know what? I'm going to take a long bath today. That's it. I'm going to for me, I take the kids' bath every day. I'm like, I would tell, Ramon's grandmother would come help me. Can you take the kids a bath today? Because I used to love taking them baths. That was our thing. Take the bath, put them to bed, for me. And it would just do like once or twice a week. Y yo me iba, me bañaba, me encerraba en mi cuarto, watched like TV. Like it was only like an hour, but it felt like a week.
Yeah, that's good.
So it's just like you have to find that thing that makes you feel good. And I think it's so important for us women, not just mothers, to sleep well. It's so important. Like sleeping is take naps, 30-minute naps, and also doing body work. Body work's gonna help you so much, my love.
Body work like exercise or like
massage?
Massage. Oh,
different type of touch.
Got it.
It's called touch. To me, I call it touch therapy.
Touch therapy?
Yes, because it's a different type of touch. Mm-hmm. You're surrendered. You're receiving, and it feels so good. I actually am trying to do it once a week. I found a little spot that's like $100. I'm like, me vale. I feel good.
Un street para ti.
Yes.
Claro.
Yeah.
Eso, buenísimo.
Wow. I'm taking note to schedule that in because nowadays I have to schedule in my activities.
Yes.
I'll take care of Leo D and then you go and do your massage.
Good. You are hired to babysit while I go get massages and take 1 hour
The
bath.
key thing is you have to surrender. Because de qué sirve que seas 1000 cosas if you're not surrendering.
Claro.
So,
cuando estés ahí, estés en el momento y todo eso.
I give myself permission to be nurtured. I give myself permission to receive. I give myself permission to feel healthy. I give myself permission to nurture my mental health. I give myself permission to take care of my emotional body.
Affirmations.
Wow.
Yeah.
That's a really good wrap up. We have to go soon, but we of course want to make sure that the audience knows more about you. But that was a really, really good thing because we are just starting this new journey and taking notes, and I'm sure our audience is taking notes too. But yes, tell us where can the people find you and maybe a little bit of what you do.
So you guys can find me on Instagram. I love Instagram. Cindy Canek, CindyCanek. You guys can find me on my website, cindycanek.com. And that's where you guys can find me. I am a spiritual healer. I focus on trauma recovery, a coach for embodiment, helping people like find their true light. Hit me up. I'm pretty accessible.
Yay.
Yes. Thank you for being
coming.
here with us today.
Yes.
You are
Thank
such
you.
a good amiga, pincafesa, and we're really honored to have you here with your beautiful energy and your beautiful presence.
Yes.
Come back again. We'll have you
Felicidades.
again.
Yes, el chisme se pone bueno.
Oye, sí, yo ya quería seguir
Necesitamos
ahí.
como 5 horas para grabar aquí.
Total.
I love you guys.
Thank you, Cindy.
Love you.